Well, good morning, friends and followers. My name is Kristin Kaufman. For those of y'all whom I've not met, we meet here every Monday morning at 8 o'clock with Have a Seat with Kristin. For those of y'all whom I don't know, I'm what I call a recovering corporate leader turned entrepreneur, and my business alignment is all about helping people build the lives they want, whether that be in corporate America still or as an entrepreneur or in whatever capacity they want. And so every Monday morning we come on here and I share a couple of thoughts. Most of them are, quite frankly, very autobiographical. I'm certainly not the answer or the be all and the end all, but I definitely do have a thought about how to start a Monday morning in a week. So today, what we're going to talk about are 5 things that will help us put mind over matter. Because I don't know about y'all, but this COVID-19 has really, really taxed me. We're having to dig deep to stay focused and to stay centered, if you will, and aligned, to use my term. And so I have 5 thoughts that I thought might be of help to y'all. So if you're interested, by the way, in getting a handout about what I'm talking about today, the magic word is circle. So just put the word circle in the comment section below, and I will send a handout from today directly to your Facebook Messenger inbox. Okay, so let's get started. Mind over matter. The first thing that I think, my mom and dad used to rear Gretchen, my sister and I, with the thought of mind over matter. When things were really tough, or we were facing some sort of a big exam or a test, or we were trying out for cheerleader or whatever it was we were doing, my parents would always say mind over matter. Don't allow the circumstance to absorb you. Just, get your mind right, your thoughts right, and we can achieve anything that we want. So the very first thing that I would like to offer up is that we need to set goals. And I know that that's hard right now because the future is so ambiguous. We're not really sure where we're heading. But I will tell you, I try to set a goal, or goals, I should say, every week. I'm not talking about monster goals like for the year, although I do have monster goals for the year. I've had to really pare it down so that I have what I would call more baby goals that are more manageable. So the first thing is to set a goal. And if we don't set a goal, what I will tell you is, I've experienced this of late, then my days just, frankly, I don't even know where the time goes because I'm not moving toward something or result of something for the day. So the very first tip is set your goals. Maybe you start off with a big goal. I know that I have like a list of things that I want to accomplish for the year, and then I pare it down to the month, and then I pare it down to the week, and then I pare it down to the day. Okay, so that's the first thing. That is basic. I get it. It's so basic. But frankly, in the COVID-19 arena, I think sometimes we, are just kind of marking time. We're treading water. So the first tip is to set goals. The second thing is make it easy to achieve those goals. And let me tell you what I mean by that. I love yoga, as many of you all know. And frankly, in the COVID-19 arena, I don't have a studio to go to. So sometimes I just frankly don't even really want to get up and do yoga or work out or anything. So the way I make it easy for myself is I lay out my workout clothes the night before so that I have most of us are living in workout clothes right now, but even if we weren't, making it easy so that the path of resistance to do whatever it is that we're setting out to do is easier. That's one tip. If you're trying to work out, is just to lay out your workout clothes the night before. The other tip that I coach my clients on, I make a list of to-do items the night before. So like every Sunday, I actually set aside time to plan out my week. And then last night, I actually put out my list of what I wanted to accomplish today. And I have that in a notebook and I'm old-fashioned this way. I have it in a notebook so that I can mark off the things that I have set out for me to do today on Monday. So that's the second tip. Make it easy for yourself to do those goals, whether it be making the list the night before, laying out your workout clothes, making your grocery list the night before. So going to the grocery or whatever, just whatever you can do to reduce the resistance to pursue that goal, that would be what I would suggest that we do. Okay, so that's the second tip. All right, the third tip. I am a huge believer in changing the frame. And boy, has that been hard for me. And what I mean by changing the frame is I'm a huge believer that thoughts become things. And, I have really had to wrestle with the thoughts of negativity and frankly, obstacles that I'm not even sure I can overcome. I'm having to reinvent myself again because of the COVID-19 and how many aspects of my business are just not going to be coming back anytime soon. So I'm having to reinvent myself. And I've had to change the frame about how I'm looking at that, as opposed to, oh my gosh, this is going to be such a hard thing for me to do. I'm trying to say, wow, you know what, if I stay committed, I will get there. And just as opposed to building up this horrible, mountain that I've got to climb, I'm changing the frame about, oh, I get to do this. Look at the opportunity that's in front of me. How exciting is this? And something happens when you change the frame. It's as if your energy is then enlightened, if you will, and therefore you have the right frame of mind. And again, the topic of today is mind over matter. Okay, so that's tip number 3. Change the frame of how you're looking at whatever obstacle it is that you're trying to face, or whatever goal it is that you've set in front of you. Okay, the 4th tip is basically something that I know all of y'all have probably been hearing about for years now, since Simon Sinek made it so famous. Hey, Roxanne. And that is your why. Getting back in touch with your why. For example, I want to lose this COVID-20 that I put on. It's not even the 19 anymore. It's 20. And the why is not so much for vanity purposes, because frankly, I'm not seeing anybody. I'm at home. The only person who's seeing me is my dog, Lulu. But the why is because I want to be healthy. I'm 58 years old. I think I've got a good 30 more years on the planet, God willing, and I want to be as healthy as I possibly can. So getting in touch with your why, about why you're doing anything. For example, I'm an entrepreneur. Why do I do that? Because I want to create the life that I want to live. I didn't want to be tied to a hamster wheel in corporate America that at any time that rug could have pulled right out from under me because of the circumstances. Because I'm an entrepreneur, I have the ability to control what I can control, which my dad used to always say, you control 3 things: your attitude, your behavior, and your choices. So your ABCs, your attitude, your behavior, and your choices. So my why of being an entrepreneur is that then I actually have the reins of my life, and whatever it is that I want to create, I own it. So again, that's the 4th tip as far as mind over matter, is figuring out, what it is that you want, why you want it, which will be the fuel that will continue to propel you even when the going gets tough. Okay, so that's the 4th tip. And the 5th tip is, and this is the one that I think is pretty bite-sized and I think will help us. And thank you, Roxanne. I will be sure to get you that. And I'll close out in a minute about what that circle is. But do one thing, even if you can only do it today. So for example, those 4 tips that I've just outlined for y'all, it may seem, too big. So maybe make it even more bite-sized and just say to yourself, just for today, I will do X. So for example, several years ago, a friend of mine and I were training for the marathon. And oh my gosh, that, I'm not talking about a 26-mile marathon. I'm talking about the little 5K marathon, which was a huge thing for me because I'd never been in one before. And it was almost insurmountable when I started thinking about it. And so I had to get it down to a daily deal. Just for today, I will get up at 7:00 in the morning and I will go train at White Rock Lake, and I will walk the 10 miles that I was going to walk, or whatever it was, just for today. So today on a Monday, maybe you put out, just for today, I'm not going to eat carbs if you're trying to lose weight, or just for today, I'm going to do the 5 things that I need to do to get my business back on the right track. Or just for today, I'm going to take the plunge that I need to take to build out the business that I want to build out. Whatever it is, whatever that bite-sized thing is, put it in your frame, mind over matter, just for today. Okay, so those are my 5 tips today. To recap, goals are key. Number 1. Number 2, make it easy to achieve those goals by doing something the night before, or laying out your clothes the night before if one of your goals is to work out. Number 3, change the frame. Change the way you're thinking about whatever it is that you need to do, so that you put positive energy around it. Number 4, keep in touch with your why, because that's going to be the fuel to continue to propel us even when the going gets tough. And the 5th thing is, do one thing that's hard every single day and just put it in your mind, just for today, I'll do it. Now, the handout, the circle handout, It's something that I use with my clients, and I'm going to send it to whomever types circle in the comment section below. But what it's going to be a circle that's going to represent your life, and it's going to have all the aspects of your life in this circle. Think spiritual, financial, business, family, social, exercise, health. And you're going to be able to put in this circle where you think you are. You're going to be able to color it in. And then it'll give you the focus as far as the five things that I've just gone through, where you want to put your energies going forward. For me, for example, in that circle, I'm very focused on my business right now. I'm very focused on my health right now. Not as focused right now on social because, frankly, I'm kind of over it. I mean, I'm at home. I'm an introvert. It's all okay. But I'm going to be focusing on health and business. That's kind of where my focus is right now. Your focus may be something different. But the circle will give you a visual as far as your life, where you are, where you want to be, and where the areas are that you want to focus on. Okay, so with that, again, for those of y'all who've just joined me, my name is Kristin Kaufman. I'm in the business of helping people create the lives they want without giving up the creature comforts that they want. My business is called Alignment because I'm a big believer in being aligned in your life, being aligned in your the way in which you integrate your life. And every Monday morning we come together, we talk about, a few things that will give you some, I guess, guardrails, if you will, on where you want to focus for the coming week. I hope this has been helpful to you. Put the word circle in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get you the handout as soon as we get off this call. Okay, make it a great day and a great week. How do I turn this off? There we go.